Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Recap Corner. Today, I've got a special treat for you, a recap of the movie Close Range. Spoilers ahead. Be prepared, watch out, and take care. The movie opens with a scene of Colton, a man who is being thoroughly searched inside a museum in Mexico. The museum serves as the base of operations for the Mexican Mafia. Colton makes his way to the elevator and joins two members of the mafia inside. As soon as the doors close, he eliminates them both. He is caught off guard when he sees a large group of gangsters waiting for him at the next floor. However, he easily dispatches them as well. He then proceeds to a room where the leader's nephew is hiding. He swiftly takes out the other gang members in the room as well. We learn that this gang has abducted Haley, who is Colton's niece and his sister's daughter. Colton confronts the leader's nephew and shows him a photo of Haley. He demands to know her whereabouts and threatens to kill him if he doesn't cooperate. One of the gang members manages to reach the museum security and informs them of the chaos. They head to the top floor immediately. Colton interrogates the leader's nephew and learns where Haley is being held. He finds her in a room and then takes the leader's nephew outside and shoots him. He faces an attack from the museum security and defeats them. He returns to save Haley and also snatches a USB flash drive with crucial information. He then makes his way out of the museum with Haley. In this scene, Colton and Haley cross the border back to America. Haley expresses her gratitude to him for rescuing her. She wonders why the gang kidnapped her and what they wanted from her. He tells her that she should ask her stepfather about that because he is behind everything that happened. In this scene, we see Garcia, the gang leader in Mexico. He mourns his nephew who was killed by Colton. He talks to his other nephew, Cross, and tells him to prepare for revenge. He asks him what happened. He tells him that they had abducted Haley, who is Mark's daughter. Mark was their partner, but he betrayed them on a mission. He tells him that a stranger came and liberated Haley. Garcia asks about the USB flash drive that was there. He tells him that Colton took it. When Garcia hears this, he becomes furious. He orders Cross to kill Colton because he managed to wipe out an entire gang. We see Colton and Haley arriving at his mother's house. Haley runs to hug her mother. Haley's mother is grateful to Colton for saving her daughter. Haley's mother is also Colton's sister, but they had a falling out because of her marriage to Mark. Colton warns his sister that the gang will come after them and kill them. He urges her to flee as soon as possible. We see Casper, a corrupt police officer who works with the Mexican gang. In this scene, Garcia calls Casper and tells him what happened. He tells him that he will send him Colton's information and that he has to kill him without any delay. When Garcia sends Colton's photos, Casper is shocked and tells him that Colton is a former soldier and one of the most skilled and brave ones. He also tells him that Colton is on the run and wanted by the US police. Garcia tells Casper to go to Haley's mom's house and arrest Colton because he thinks he's there. We see here that Haley and her mother are preparing themselves to escape with Colton, who was watching the place here. We see the Garcia gang on their way to come to the house of his mother, Haley, and when Colton goes out with his sister and her daughter, they are surprised by Mark's ability. He blames his wife for contacting Colton and freeing her daughter. He tells her that they will be in danger because of what her brother did. Mark urges them to come with him to escape, but Colton refuses and tells him that he is the cause of their trouble and that he won't let them go with him. They decide to leave Mark behind and go. As they are packing their bags in the car, they see the police approaching them. Colton tells his sister that these cops are working for Garcia, but she tells him that she will talk to them and that he should hide because they are after him. After meeting Haley's mom, Officer Casper brought two other cops with him and went after Colton. He saw Mark outside the house and told the cops to arrest him. Then he questioned Haley's mom about where Colton was. She said they had not seen Colton for a long time because they had a big fight with him. But Casper did not believe her and said Colton was hiding inside. He called out to Colton and asked him to surrender peacefully without hurting anyone. But Colton did not answer, so Casper told the cops to enter the house. After entering the house, Colton beats them. Colton gets out, takes the car, and runs away. The two policemen follow him, and a violent chase ensues. Casper apprehended Haley and her mother. We see Colton trying to escape from the police. After the chase, they collide with his car and stop him, but when they go to his his car, they are surprised that he is not inside the car. Garcia and his gang come to Mark's house, and Casper tells him that Colton has run away, and he told him that he had sent 2 policemen to chase him. Garcia tells him that 2 cops aren't enough to track down Colton. Colton fought back when they entered the house. He escaped and got in a car. He drove away and the cops chased him. Casper arrested Haley and her mom. Colton tried to get away from the cops, but they crashed into his car and stopped him. But when they checked his car, they were shocked that he was not there. The police are still looking for Colton. Colton hits one of the policemen but does not kill him, because Colton does not kill the policeman, but another policeman was behind him and asked him to turn himself in. Indeed, Colton drops his weapon and turns himself in. At this moment, one of the gang members arrives. They shoot Colton and a police officer is killed by Cross. Colton rescued the other cop and they shot at Cross. Cross told Colton that he wanted his flash drive and he would let him go. Colton and the cop decided to take out Cross and run away. As they moved, Cross killed the cop, but Colton managed to kill Cross's partner. Colton keeps shooting until he runs out of ammunition, and then he gets into a fight with Cross. Cross was fighting Colton in order to take revenge for his brother who was killed by Colton. Caldet hits Cross and manages to kill Cross. This scene shows Garcia at Haley's mom's house. He tries to call Cross, but Cross does not pick up. Garcia thinks that Colton may have killed Cross, so he sends 2 more men to get him. Garcia asks Casper for Colton's details. Casper tells Garcia that Clinton is a solid soldier and that he fled from the army because of his disobedience to the commander's order in the war on Iraq. But Haley's mom tells Garcia that Colton disobeyed the commander's order not to participate in the killing of innocents, and if he had participated, he would have shamed himself for the rest of his life. And she tells them she is confident that Colton will return and kill. In this scene, 2 of Garcia's men spot Colton and try to run him over. Colton kills one of them. He dodges the other one and makes him crash into the mountain. He goes to him and asks him what's in the flash drive and why it's so important. He says that the flash drive has all the gang's money and secrets. It also has all their crimes and operations. Colton realizes that the flash drive is very valuable to Garcia's gang. Then he kills him. Then Colton goes to his sister's house to rescue her and her daughter. In this scene, we see Garcia quarreling with Casper because Casper was worried about the 2 policemen he sent to pursue Clinton. Casper asks Garcia to leave him and not use him to help the gang. Garcia tells Casper that he will kill his wife and son. Casper decides to help Garcia because of his fear. Colton gets to his sister's house and checks the area. He finds one of Garcia's men and kills him. Garcia sees the dead body from the window. He knows that Colton is close to the house, so he decides to take Haley and her mom hostage and use them to threaten Colton. Garcia tells Colton that if he doesn't get out, he'll kill his sister and her daughter. Colton decides to go outside and starts getting closer. Garcia asks a gang member to search Colton for a USB flash RAM. When he searches Colton, Colton fights him off. Then he explodes a gas pipe to distract the gang. He gets into the house with his sister and daughter. He shoots at the gang and hides in the house. Haley's mom grabs a gun and shoots at the gang too, but Colton tells her to go upstairs with Haley. Haley calls the police for help. This scene shows Casper talking to his son on the phone, but then he gets a report that Haley is calling the police for help. Haley's phone gets shot and broken. Colton keeps fighting with Garcia's men. Haley's mom gets shot by accident. Colton fights with a man who almost kills him, but Colton kills him instead. Garcia waits for Colton to come out of the house. He shouts at his men who went inside the house, but they are all dead because of Colton. Garcia knew Colton had managed to kill them, and Garcia decided to send others, and they began to attack the house. Here we see Colton telling his sister and her daughter to escape through a window so they don't get hurt. Garcia enters with the gang members inside the house and asks Colton to give him a USB flash RAM. He said that the gang would let him go if he gave them the flash drive, but Colton said no and kept taunting Garcia. He wanted to buy time for his sister and daughter to get away, but Garcia suspected Colton's plan. so he told some of his men to go upstairs. But Haley and her mom escaped, and Colton was alone in the house. Colton continues to fight the gang members with great courage. Haley and her mother go to the garage to escape, but suddenly Garcia appears to them and threatens them with weapons. But suddenly Casper appears and kills Garcia because Casper had previously threatened Garcia to kill his family. Casper questions Haley's mom about the flash drive. She says that Colton has it. We see that Colton is still fighting the gang. He kills all of them. When he goes outside, he sees Haley and her mom held by Casper. He shoots at Casper, but the bullet hits his shield. He goes to Casper and gives him two choices: to turn him into the police or to kill him. Casper worries about his son and how his family will react when they learn he is a crooked cop, so he tells Colton to shoot him. Colton shoots Casper. Then they see the police coming their way. Colton hands his sister the flash drive and tells her what it has and how some cops are working with the gang. Then Colton runs away before the police get there. Thank you for joining us into our review. We hope you had as much fun watching it as we did breaking it down for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video from us.